Hey everyone, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking today at the forehand and the difference between hitting with a straight arm on the forehand and with a bent arm. And if you guys watch any pro tennis, we've got a couple of the top players, Federer and Nadal included, who utilize a completely straight arm on their forehand. And then you've got the Djokovic's, you've got the Murrays, and if you slowed them down or freeze-frame their forehand, you would see a significant amount of bend in that right elbow. So I kind of want to look at this idea today of whether or not it should be straight or bent to help you guys hit your best forehands possible. All right, so one thing about this, and this is really, really key as you guys go out and start to practice this idea, make sure that regardless of whether or not you're hitting with a straight arm or you're hitting with a bent arm, point of contact always should be in front of that left foot. That's something that none of those guys give up. And I think a lot of you out there would agree. It seems like, well, if my arm's bent, wouldn't that possibly mean I'm hitting late? And that is absolutely not true. We're going to see kind of my forehand today. And you guys, if Mark slows this down or freezes it completely, I think you guys will see I actually have a significant amount of bend in my arm, and yet my point of contact is going to be in front of my body. So make sure, regardless of which one of these ideas you end up rolling with, that point of contact doesn't get sacrificed, meaning meet the ball in front of the left foot. Okay, so couple ideas here. When you guys go to swing, I want you to be really consistent with whatever choice you go with. That's really, really key. You're not going to see someone like Federer go from really driving a big forehand with that straight, pronounced arm, and then all of a sudden he decides to hit a couple with his arm bent. The consistency of the swing is really key for every player. Really important for you guys, the viewer out there, to stick with the stroke that works for you. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of my forehands here. And you guys will see that as I swing, that elbow's, not hugely bent, but definitely not totally straight, okay? But I am consistent with it. I don't end up trying to go for the Federer shot, and I definitely don't see that picture of Djokovic where his arm is really more bent than mine and decide, hey, I should try that as well. I've got the swing that works for me, point of contact's in front, elbow slightly bent, and it really feels good for my body, so I stick with that. And that's something I really implore you guys to do out there is go out and practice and try a couple both ways. Try to really get that full extension. I think you guys will find that it's, tougher to time a little bit because you have to be so early. But on the flip side of that, when you're practicing with a bent elbow, remember, there's really no harm in trying to hit the ball ultra early, but there is a lot of harm in hitting the ball too late. So err on the side of getting a little bit straighter, even if that elbow's bent, because we start to bring in injury, we start to bring in, inaccuracy and spraying the ball if bending the elbow feels good to the point that we start hitting behind our body. Okay, so there you have it, the slightly bent elbow by Brady, and I'm just telling you guys that, it's not right, it's not wrong to be straight or bent, but don't sacrifice that point of contact, keep it in front of you, and stick with the swing that works for you. Do not interchange those ideas. That is a really important idea. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those great as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon.